What's going on, everyone? Dan Teeman here. So today I have Evelyn on from Evansville Advanced Anti-Aging and Wellness. We're going to be covering a few different things, her experience with us working together, as well as her tips and strategies of how to convert new patients. So let's dive in. The first thing I want to cover, though, is really, before you started with us, you guys have worked with some other types of agencies in the past before, right?
Right. We've worked with numerous ones over the years.
And what has been your experience with that?
We actually were not successful with any of them, honestly, until we started this one. And I would say in a matter of days, we started seeing the volume. We started seeing the patients calling, and they were actually patients that we were looking for, not just somebody looking for a Groupon.
Perfect. So when you said you weren't successful in the past, kind of tell me about that experience. What did happen in the other agencies in the past?
They just weren't I wouldn't say like clientele, because some of them definitely were. They weren't patients that, they weren't screened enough to know that they were, actually know what they were buying. I mean, we've just canceled a contract with a company right now that the patients had no clue what they were buying. They called it a different clinic. There was pictures. They made a Facebook page. That we're a small community. Everybody kind of knows everybody. And when you look up something that says Evansville weight loss, that's definitely not what our clinic's called. And there's no such thing in Evansville. So it felt like people were being scammed, where, there was not one thing. The patients weren't screened enough. I mean, the clientele that we were getting were people that, could not afford our services, or they weren't realistic in knowing what they were buying. They were showing up and
Overall, they just weren't ideal, right? You just weren't
right. Yeah.
So with that being said, then kind of transitioning to when we came in, working with you guys, I know before you said you started seeing patients call right away, but how have you enjoyed the experience though? How have you, what have you enjoyed about working with us more so?
I think just the hands-on as much with you. You're always a phone call, text away, and I appreciate that, because I'm very busy. There are times that sometimes I have to talk to you at 7:30 at night, and you're willing to do that. And you do give us qualified candidates that come in and they know one, that they're getting, and two, they are qualified. They are the typical patient that we're looking for. So far, I've not had a person not get the product when they come in for the consultation. So I think they're screened and qualified before they even get to us. They're screened and qualified.
Perfect. Now, speaking on the results side, what have been the results so far? I know we've been working together for just over a month now. What have been the amount? I don't know if you guys have been keeping track at all. What have been the files and stuff?
I honestly, the last time I checked out, it was a little over 11,000, I think. I just added another 2,000. I was doing on a computer before I called you. So, I honestly, if I ran the numbers, I would say they're probably closer to 14, maybe 15. And I don't think we been at it a month?
Actually, I think it actually just re-upped. So we've been at it just
okay.
Days or so.
Okay. Yeah. And we seen within the first, sorry, let me turn that phone off. We seen within, gosh, I think the first week we had, a couple thousand. So yeah.
Right. It was pretty instantaneous, which was kind of really the cool part. Like if anyone watching this, basically we got a 10x ROI within the first 30 days of working with us.
Oh God. Yeah. 10 times over. Yeah, most definitely. Yes.
Really, my last question for you is, would you recommend other medical clinics, medical spas, aesthetic practices to work with us?
I think they would be silly not to. It was not a huge investment, and the return is, it's instantaneously. There's no reason that nobody would. And like I said, she has been in business for many years. I've been here for 5 years. I've never, ever, and every time she gets one of these, I'm just like, oh God, here we go again. And I've never seen one that I'm like, before our 30 days is over, I'm like, okay, we need to stay and look to see what we can do to even improve adding other services onto this.
Perfect. And that's kind of really what we talked about too, before we started this, is really what other services are we going to be looking for and things like that.
Yeah.
Which we'd be adding on, which is awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.